action. All right, man. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Oscar Mike, Frankie Knuckles, Talking Money.
Yeah, baby. Another segment. This is almost like an emergency segment
Yeah, I
for
think so.
all the red and the market. They're ready. There's always somebody at the gate
Let me tell
looking
you.
to charge the castle.
Absolutely,
Looking
absolutely. So
there.
we on a red day run, red day rip for the last 6 days or so. You know,
Yeah. Definitely on a red day rip. I would say that the last 2 weeks we've pretty much been in the red. A lot of investor fear, a lot of consumer fear. We got a lot of things happening in the political arena. We're not going to get into it, but talking about tariffs and potential, other skirmishes around the world. What else is keeping people from spending in the market going down?
yeah, consumer confidence. I mean, there's a lot of people losing their jobs
Well,
right now, and so as a result of people losing their jobs, nobody knows who's getting cut left and right. And so what happens is people get into fear mode, scarcity mindset, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So nobody's buying, everybody's looking to liquidate because, shit, we might be on the precipice of World War III.
Yeah,
Who knows?
you're
What I'm
always on the
saying?
precipice. You just never know.
Never
And so,
know.
we talk about, some of our favorites. YMAX, real time right now is trading at 1464. You can see it up here. YMAX is trading at 1464. Definitely a great buying opportunity for some of you guys out there who are looking for a good entry point. I've never gotten it, that cheap, and I definitely think that it'd be a good opportunity for you guys. Also, Coney, which tracks Coinbase, is trading right now real time at 961.
It's crazy.
What's your average
It's
for
crazy.
Coney?
I think it's around 1024, something like that.
1024,
1024.
which is pretty good. I think I was getting it around $12 or maybe a little bit more, and so it's definitely a great entry point. When we talk about buy-in, while the market is red or running to stocks when people are running away from it, these would be some good entry points for you guys out there. Again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do and what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Same thing here, So when you talk about like the entry position here, the question out of the folks inevitably ask is, well, what if it goes lower, Oscar Mike? What if it goes lower than $9? What if it gets into the eights? Then what?
What if anything? That's the case. You know what I mean? I mean, if your objective is to get rich, you're going to have to take some type of risk or calculated risk. Yes, there you can lose money, but that's part of this investor game as well, right? You got to ride through the ups and the downs. Okay, so right now things are down, but if you buy, and yeah, you might be trying to catch a falling knife, right? So you might get a couple cuts here or there, right? But what you're looking for is that long-term gain, and for us, we're primarily dividend investors. So markets up or down, we're still going to get something from it.
Absolutely. So specifically speaking, the Coney and Alti, ULTY, this week is their dividend week, right? So this week, Friday night is payday for those two. And if you look at the dividend return on those two, the projections annually is around 150%, right? So that's specifically, I'm holding tight. So even though the market is going red, and ordinarily in some of the other positions that I have where they don't pay dividends or they pay minimal dividends because they're primarily, a growing company, et cetera.
Yeah.
Here with these positions in the YMAX products that we have, we expect to get a dividend this Friday.
Yeah.
So,
And not just YMAX, right? The Defiance products we're in. You talk about, we're in a bunch of other different products. If you're interested in some of the other things we're into, definitely hit up Mr. Knuckles here, and he can kind of introduce you to some of that. But talking about primarily, on this segment, we talk about YMAX products, and I'm into, you guys know that I'm a big proponent of VOO, right? VOO, SCHD. I've talked about this before, okay? And those don't pay out as much as these YieldMax products that we're discussing. So we've kind of discussed, what's going on in the political arena and, about people losing their jobs, things of that sort. Any little tweet or any little news, this goes to show you that analytics just go right out of the window. What's your take on that?
It does. It absolutely does. And so this is a bit of new territory that we're in right now. Obviously, the tariffs, particularly, got got reaffirmed today to go into effect tomorrow. All right. So what does that mean? That means that the market, I think it was closing hour, power hour, as they call it,
Yep.
1500 to 1600. The market was in like free fall. Who knows what happens tomorrow when the market opens back up? Probably more free fall as the tariffs take hold, in the economy, and as a result of it, inflation, etc. So
Yeah, the market opened up green. So the market was trying to give us some of the losses that we've had the last couple of weeks. And there was a lot of confidence early, but then there was some news that was put out and everything just went
for sure, for sure.
you
So
know.
what do we do in this particular situation? Do you stay on the sideline and do you wait until you see where the worst is at, or do you stay invested? You continue to buy, as you go down, if you will. You moderate what you buy, setting benchmarks, etc. So, like I say, like, hey, you move down right now in the environment we're in. If you move down another dollar, for example, where YMAX is at, right, it's a great buying opportunity for it here right now. Again, it pays out the dividend at the end of the week. But if it goes down probably another dollar, hey, guess what? We got to find some more money to buy some more.
Yeah, yeah. So I agree with you 1,000%. So for me, I took the dividends that I made last week. I paid. I actually used some of it to reinvest this week, maybe about half, to reinvest this week. But when I get my big dividend payouts, because the first week of the month, we build in our calendar, we know that that's like our biggest week of the month. The first week of the month, with between our weeklies and our monthlies, is like the biggest week of the month for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the money that we make this week, and if the market is still down, even if the market returns 5 or 10% higher or whatever, I'm still going to get it. Stocks. If I wait till Friday, I'll still get them at I'm sorry, below what my actual average price is for a lot of these stocks. So right now it's time to be patient, right? So if you have some money sitting on the sideline, yeah, put a little bit in, buy down your average price for the stocks that you're already into, or some positions that you would like to add to your portfolio, and then you got to kind of be watching and watch the news. And at least for me, I'm gonna buy a little bit. I'm gonna get paid on Friday, and I'm gonna look to pounce on Sunday night. That's part of my strategy of what I'm thinking about doing. You?
Yeah, pretty much similar, very, very similar to that situation here. I watched the market really close. I analyze like what it's doing. I'm actually looking for when there's a strong green day that's coming up, so that you can kind of reposition your portfolio. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm with it. Same thing.
Yeah. I'm not looking to reposition or moving in and out of stocks to try to get as much dividends or much growth stocks. Like for me, I like to put more money into VOO, so that's something that I'm looking at right now, and I'm mostly dollar cost averaging into that. But my other stocks like a YMAX, I'm cost averaging into it.
Yeah, but let's be very specific here. Like for example, one of the YMAX products, Misty or Coney, right? Those two we know that are tracking Bitcoin. All right, so digital cryptocurrency is right now at a low. I had a spike over the weekend.
Yeah.
It came kind of fizzled off of that again, free fall because of the news, broad market news stuff, right? But we know that it tracks Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So if you're a believer in cryptocurrency, at some point it's going to come back up, if you will, right? So when that rise comes back up, you have enough. For me, I have enough in the position to where once I cross my average, the threshold, my intentions are to take profits on some of that, all right, and then the other will remain in the queue just to collect the dividends the following pay date coming back around.
Yeah, I mean that's a good strategy, and kind of to what Mr. Knuckles here is saying is that Coney tracks Coinbase, which Coinbase is one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin. So whichever way Bitcoin goes, Coinbase usually goes. The same thing with MSTR, Micro Strategies. So if you Misty tracks MSTR, so whatever way Bitcoin goes, MSTR is going to go, and Misty is going to go in that same direction as well. So right now, while it's down, you want to try to buy as much as you can. I also short Bitcoin, so I'm in the inverse of Bitcoin, which is fiat.
For sure.
And so when Bitcoin goes down, those share prices go up and my payouts go up. because they're essentially betting against Bitcoin or for Bitcoin to go down. So Bitcoin goes up, I get paid. Bitcoin goes down, I get paid. And then when Bitcoin goes up, I increase my shares in fiat. And when Bitcoin um, uh, uh, goes down, it'll be the reverse.
Yeah, the reverse. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on the direction where YMAX is going, and what do you?
So you got to understand how covered calls work. Covered calls work best, and you guys do your research. They work best in a bull market. Right now, we're not in a bull market, so the payouts are going to be less. I still believe in the company. I still think that the stock is going to recover. I think that the people who invest in it are going to jump back in during the bull market. I think right now is the opportunity where other people, see the stock price going down. I see it as an opportunity because of the market cap that we're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I agree. The market cap, I think, explains a lot. But the other thing is, again, if you were just riding a stock that didn't pay out down,
Yeah.
like you're holding it because you believe in the company, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
we get those checks again Friday night. You know
Friday
what I
night.
mean? You get those checks. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
So is the checks as much as what you lost in the price depreciation? No, it's not. But the question I always do anyway is I ask myself, like, well, how long will it take to make up the price depreciation loss? All right. And so right now, I think based on where I'm at, I think it's going to take probably about 4 weeks to make up the losses that we're at
Which
right
is not
now.
bad.
It's
I'm
definitely
still
not
down
bad.
on realty income, and I've been
Yeah.
investing that for years.
True.
And then so there's something to be said about that too. So again, right? If you believe in the company, right, and you believe in its underlying goals or whatever, right? I'm going to not only make the money back, but I'm going to buy my average down by buying more shares, and I'm not going to put 10 grand or 20 grand in. I'm just going to just continue to cost average down, add 50 shares, add 100 shares, and that's going to build up over time. And when we get back into the bull market, because I mean our economy goes like this, right? It goes like this. Now we've seen some of the best years in the stock market the last couple of years, which people have gotten so spoiled.
Yeah.
When I started investing, the market didn't move like this. I mean, from COVID till now, we just seen astronomical returns, especially in the technology sector, and especially now with covered calls. These covered call ETFs, whereas people are just used to making money hand over fist. Now it kind of forces you to be a little bit better of an investor. You can't just put your money somewhere and just automatically expect for it to go up. You got to do a little bit more research. You got to really be plugged into the news.
Absolutely.
You got to be really plugged into the charts. There's so many different things you need to look at before you actually put your money into, and then pick 5 or 10 stocks that you really love and kind of ride it out with them. And just in my opinion, of course.
Yeah. So my opinion on that too is that, again, to take with the Warren Buffett's phrase here, I'm a beginner, or I want to preserve money. I want to play defense. Again, VOO, VTI, SPY, QQQ, those broad market ETFs. I would just put your money there. It's a pretty good savings account, right? Nothing is safe right now, but for the most part, those broad market indexes are pretty resilient. For sure.
Yeah. And you got a lot of exposure there, and that's the long way to get rich, and studies have shown that you will get rich over time that way, and that's originally how I built my portfolio. But now I'd like to create more income, and so for me, I'm taking a little bit more risk because I have a nest egg of that buy and hold nest egg over a long period of time. It affords me the opportunity to take more risk now to try to create more income.
Absolutely. I agree. Totally agree. Yeah.
Well, we just wanted to plug in with you guys. We've been having a lot of people hit us up, ask us what the next segment is. Hopefully, we've produced what you've asked for.
Yeah, for sure. And any other questions or comments, just inbox, or please, if you can do me a favor and just you hit that like button. It goes a long way in the algorithms of the internets and how that works.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, add to the group on Facebook, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.